Hello, children. How are you? Today we are going to start our exercise 7.5. Okay, we will continue this exercise, and here I am going to solve a second type of this question. See, we have to find out the integral of this function. Okay, so here, as you can see, if I will solve this, so you will get this. So here the degree of numerator and denominator is same. So I have told you that this is not a proper fraction. Okay, the degree of denominator should be more than the degree of numerator, then it is known as proper fraction. So here it is not. So what you will do, you will divide these two. So here I am taking minus as common from the numerator, so you will get this one. Similarly, I am taking minus common from the denominator also. So this minus and minus will cancel out, and you will get this term. Okay, so I am just adding this integration sign also. So basically we have to solve this. So what you will do, you will divide these two. So here I am dividing 2x square minus x. This will be outside and this will be in, like this. You have to write like this here. Okay, so what you will do, you will multiply this by half. So you will get x square minus, because in the next step you will get x by 2. So you cannot write the denominator here. You cannot write x by 2 here, so you will write this x by 2. Okay, when you will multiply this x by half, you will get this one. Now just you have to change the sign. This x square and x square will cancel out, and here you will get x by 2 minus 1. Okay, so in the next step, how can we write this? See, and after solving this, you can write this like this: half plus remainder part over 2x square minus x. Okay, so I am breaking this into this. So side by side I am writing integration sign with it. Okay, so you can find out the integration of this, that is dx. So here you will get x by 2 only. And the next step, if I will take minus half as common, so here you will get this over 2x square minus x into dx. Okay, so now because this is a proper fraction, okay, so here you have to use partial fraction. Fine, so I'm just giving this to name, that is half plus half I1 plus c. So here you have to introduce a c, that is constant, because you have calculated the integration of this part. That's why we are writing this small c. Okay, so now we just, what we have to do, we have to find out the integral of this part only. Okay, are you getting what, guys? So here what we have to do, here they are not in proper fraction, so we are dividing we will divide this like this, and we will write this step like this. Fine, because this is a proper fraction, so you will give this name to I1, and the rest of the part you will integrate. Okay, now just we have to find out the value of I1. Okay, so this is your equation number 1. So here I'm going to solve this I1. So this is your x minus 2 over 2x square. So I'm taking x outside, so this will be 2x minus 1. Okay, because when you will insert this x into this, so you will get the same I1, and you will write this like a by x plus b by 2x minus 1. Got it? Now in the next step you will take LCM. So here you will get 2x minus 1 plus b into x, that is x minus 2. Got it? And from here you have to calculate the coefficient of x. So this would be 1 is equals to 2a plus b. So this is your equation number 2. And from here now we are comparing the constant term both sides, and this way I know you can solve the same technique you have to apply here, which you have used in question number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so constant term I'm comparing. So here you will get minus 2, that is equals to minus a and only minus a. Okay, so your a would be 2. So from here your a would be 2, and when you will put this value of a here, okay, so here I am using this. So when you will put this value of a in this equation, you will get a is equals to 2 into 2 plus b. So here you will get minus 3. So your b would be minus 3. So your a is 2 and b is minus 3. You have to put this value in this equation. That is your equation number. Actually I'm giving this equation, that is capital A. So capital A we have used. Give this to name 2 and give this equation 3. Okay, this is equation number 3. Fine. So we will put this value of a and b in equation number 2. Okay, so I'm putting, just wait, let me adjust the next side of this board. Oh yes, x minus 2 over x, that is 2x minus 1, that is equals to your a is 2, that would be 2 by x plus your b is minus 3, so it would be minus 3 over 2x minus 1. Okay, like this. Now you have to take the integral both side, that is x minus 2x minus 1 into dx, that is equal to integration 2 into dx over x minus 3 dx over 2x minus 1. Got it? So the integral of this will be 2 log x minus, similarly the integration of this would be the integration this part would be half log 2x minus 1 plus c. Okay, so this is your I1. Okay, so just you have your equation number 1 was from 1, your I is equals to x by 2 plus half I1 plus this small c. So x by 2 and half, you have to put this value of I1, which is 2 log x minus 3 by 2 log 2x minus 1 plus c. Okay, so this is your I. Got it? So this is how you can solve this question. Okay children, so note it down. Now see children, here I am solving the question number 18 of same exercise. Okay, so this is also of same type. Here you can see that the degree of numerator and denominator both are same. Fine. So here again you have to divide. So in this question what you have to do, this is your main rational function. Okay, so I'm just assuming that put x square is equal to t. So this would be t plus 1, t plus 2 over t plus 3 and t plus 4. So when you will multiply, you will get this 3t plus 2 over. When you will multiply these two, you will get 70 plus 12. Okay, so you have to write this. We can write this like this. Okay, after that, see what you will do. Now you have to divide these two. Fine. So here I am dividing it. T square plus 70 plus 12. It will be outside and this will be inside of this divide sign. Now when you will divide this is actually square. So I'm multiplying this by 1. So you will get t square plus 70 plus 12. You have to change the sign. This term and this term will cancel out. And here you will get 4t minus 10. So this is your remainder. So I'm writing this one like this. See, your T1 just wait. No need to write this directly. T square plus 3t plus 2 over t square plus 7t plus 12, that is equals to 1 plus this remainder over this dividend. This divisor, sorry, this is divisor. Fine. After this step, just we have to write this like t plus 1, t plus 2, t plus 3, t plus 4 integral into dx, because this can be written as this, that is equals to integral this is 1 children, do one step. Why are you increasing one step? So no need to write this. Okay, don't write this step. Here directly you have to replace this t by x square. Okay, at a place of t, because you have put that t is equal to x square, so I'm writing x square at a place of t. Okay, so this can be written as in this form. Okay, this can be written as in this form. So here at a place of t, at a place of this, I'm writing this one first. This will be t plus 1, t plus 2, t plus 3 and t plus 4, that is equal to 1 plus minus 4t plus t plus 10, t square plus 7t plus 12. Okay, after this step, now you have to replace t with by x square. So you will get x square plus 1, x square plus 2, x square plus 3, x square plus 4, that is equal to 1 plus minus 4 x square plus 10 over, and this is your x to the power 4 plus 7x square plus 12. Okay, after this step, let me adjust the next page of this. Now here you will get 1 plus, you have to write the sign of integration with this, 1 into dx, plus integration minus 4x square plus 10 over, and in the denominator I'm writing x square plus 3 and x square plus 4 into dx. Got it? And this is your I. So when you will find out the integral, you will get x only plus, and this is your I1, and this is your equation number 1. Okay, I'm assuming that this is your I1. So I1 is equals to integral minus 4x square plus 10 over x square plus 3 and x square plus 4. Okay. Now this 4x square plus 10 over x square plus 3 and x square plus 4, that is equals to ax plus b over x square plus 3 plus cx plus d over x square plus 4. Got it? Because both of them are quadratic equations, so in quadratic form you have to write like this. The next step, you have to take LCM. Please try to understand this step. This is a difficult step. Okay, so please concentrate here. So here you have to take LCM. So denominator part I'm not writing because this and this step will cancel. This denominator part will cancel out, and you will get this equation finally. Okay, so this is your second equation, and from this equation, what you have to do, you have to find out the value of a, b, c, and d. Okay, so we are putting x is equal to 0. When you will put x equals to 0 in this equation, you will get 10 is equal to, this would be 0, this would be 0. Okay, so you will get 4b plus, this would be 0, this would be 0, 3d, and you will get this equation. This is equation number 3. Now we are comparing the coefficient of x cube. What we are doing, we are comparing the coefficient of x cube. So here there is no coefficient on the left hand side, so you will take 0. Coefficient of x cube means here you will take a, because when you will multiply these surah, if you are getting a problem to find the coefficients, so please multiply each term. Okay, so here as you can see, when you will multiply ax with this x square, you will get ax cube, and similarly here you will get cx cube. So that's why a plus c is equal to 0. I am writing this 0 just because of x cube is not coming here. There is no any term on the left hand side, so that's why you have to write 0. So this is your equation number 4. Okay, now we are comparing the coefficient of x square. So here there is a coefficient of x square, that would be minus 4. Ax will multiply, there is no coefficient of x square. So when you multiply with b, here you will get the coefficient b. So the coefficient of x square would be b. Fine, and here the coefficient of x square would be d. So this is your equation number 5. Fine. Now we are comparing coefficient of x. So coefficient of x, there is no coefficient of x, so you will take 0 here, and coefficient of x, there is only one term, that is a, and you will get 4a plus coefficient of x, that would be 3c on this side, and you will get this equation. This is equation number 6. Okay, so now what you have to do, I am solving this equation 3 and 5. 3 and 5, 4b plus 3d, that is equal to 10. Okay, and here b plus d, that is equal to minus 4. So you will multiply this by 4 and you will get 4b. Simply elimination method you have to use. you have to change the sign. So this would be minus d, that is equals to 26. So your d would be minus 26. Got it? And if your d is minus 26, your d is minus 26, your b would be, if you will put here minus 26, so it will come here plus 26 and you will get 22. Your b would be 22. Okay, and from 4 and 6 equation number, this is 22. Here this a plus c is coming, so I am just multiplying this equation by 4, so you will get 4a plus 4c, that is equals to 0, and you have to copy this one. Okay, so I'm applying the elimination method in these two. So to make the coefficient of a equal, so I will multiply this equation by 4. Okay, like this. Just you have to change the sign, and this will be 0, and here c will come, and that would be 0. So your c is 0, and your a is also 0. Okay, your c and a both are 0. Fine. So you have to put this value in this equation number 3, and I'm going to put this value. C. This is a little bit lengthy question. Okay, children, so please concentrate. Here, this was your equation. So I'm writing the full equation here. Okay, just put the value of a, b, c, and d. So your a was 0, this was 0, your b was 22. So 0 plus 22, so it will be 0. 22 will come, 22 over x square plus 3. Similarly, your c is 0, and your d was minus 26. Okay, so the same term you have to copy here, and you have to write the integral sign. Actually, this step you have to do in the next step. Okay, so just due to lack of space, I'm writing the integral sign also here. Okay, but in exam you have to write it in the next step. So similarly, the integral of this, as you know, that that would be 1 by a. Your a is root 3. If you will compare this, let me write this. Wait, this is root 3 whole square, and this would be minus 26 integral x square plus 2 whole square. So just you have to find out the integral of this. Okay, so integral this would be 1 by a, that is 1 by root 3 tan inverse x by a, minus 26. Again here 1 by a means 1 by 2, your a is 2, tan inverse x by a, plus c. This is c1 actually, because c we have used. So this is your I1. So simply you have to put this value of I1 in equation number 1, which is here. In this equation you have to put the value of I1, and you will get the required answer. Got it? So this is how you can solve this question. Question number 18. It was very lengthy question, and it was very important also. So please solve it at least 2 or 3 times. Okay, it was a little bit difficult also. Okay, children, so practice it. If you're getting any problem in any step, you can ask. Now see, children, we were using positive sign here, but it was negative. Okay, so I'm correcting it, so it would be negative will come. So here again you have to write negative sign, and here negative sign will come. Okay, so you have to solve according to this, and there will be change here. The value of here you have to write minus 10. Okay, here you have to write minus 10. This would be minus 10. Fine. So when you will solve these two equations, so this is minus 10 minus 4 and this will be plus. So here you will get 6 only. Okay, so your d would be 6. That is d minus d is equals to 6 and your d would be minus 6. So the value of d would be minus 6. Fine. Similarly, when you will put this value of d in this equation, minus 6, your b would be plus 2. Okay, so these two at a place of d and b, you have to take these values. So पहले हम लोगों ने गलत किया था इसे. Okay, now I have corrected this one. Okay, so you have to take these values and the question will remain the same. Fine. So जहाँ पे आप 22 और 26 यूज कर रहे थे, वहाँ at a place of that you have to use 2 and minus 6. Got it? And the way of doing will remain the same. Got it? Now see children, this is a question number 15. In question number 15, what you have to do, you have to just simplify the denominator. So at a place of denominator, I'm writing x square minus 1 and x square plus 1. Okay. Again, when you will simplify it, this would be x minus 1, x plus 1, and this would be x square plus 1. Now after this step, I know you can solve this. Right? So here I'm showing it, that is 1 over x minus 1, x plus 1, x square plus 1. So this would be a over x minus 1, b over x plus 1 plus, this is a quadratic equation, so you will write c x plus d over x square plus 1. Okay, in the next step, just you have to take the LCM. Fine. And the way of doing the question will remain the same. Got it? So you have to take the LCM, you have to compare the values, coefficient of x square, x cube, whatever you are getting, and you have to find out the value of a, b, c and d. So whenever you will get the value of a, b and c, you have to put in this equation and just you have to integrate as we are doing in previous question. Okay, so try it. This question number 15. If you're getting any problem, if you are getting any problem in this question, so you can ask. Got it, children? So this is your homework, question number 15. See, this is your question number 17 of your NCERT. So this is also a very simple question. In this question, what you have to do, you have to put sin x that is equal to t and you have to differentiate it. So you will get this dt by dx. So this is cos x into dx that is equal to dt. So now this question is given to you. So at a place of this, you will write dt, integration sign, and this is 1 minus t and this is 2 minus t. Okay, so after this, I know you can solve it. So I'm showing the next step also. So basically your function is this 1 minus t, 2 minus t, and this would be a over 1 minus t plus b over 1 minus 2 minus t. And just you have to take the LCM. Fine, you have to simplify this equation and you have to find out the value of a and b after comparing the coefficient of x square x and constant terms. So whenever you get the value of a and b, put in this equation and just you have to integrate it. Okay, this is also a very simple question. This is like a question number 1 now. So as you have done in question number 1, you have to same trick you have to apply in this question. Got it? So this is also your homework. And question number 18 I have done. And the question number 19. 19 is again same. Directly you can apply the formula which we have used in question number 18. Okay. And the question number 20 is also same. So this is also your homework. And rest of the question from this exercise you can solve. And this is your homework. Okay. If you're getting any problem, so without hesitation you can ask. Don't hesitate in asking. Okay. So all the best. So complete this exercise now. In the next exercise, next video or next class, we will start IELTS based question, integration by parts. Okay. So solve each and every part of every question of this exercise with example. Okay, children. Bye bye. Take care.